This movie tells a story about a three-person team mission to Mars involving ship Dr. Zoe, Captain Marina Burnett, and biochemist David as they embark on a 2-year journey preparing to bring culture to the planet, subsequently making it habitable. With only a few hours into their 2-year no-turning-back mission, they discover that Engineer Michael was stuck inside one of the ship's docks, bleeding and unconscious. The man is sucking up precious oxygen that the astronauts cannot spare, and soon a decision must be made as to his fate. The characters are facing the lifeboat dilemma. The ship was built and supplied for 3. The Stowaway makes 4. Something's got to give. Here's where the story can go one of 2 ways. Either it delves into the human drama of an unimaginable situation, which is basically deciding who lives and who dies, or it focuses more on the technical aspect of attempting to work out a solution that will keep everyone alive. The filmmakers make the unfortunate choice to focus more on a deep space breathing mechanics than the human element. This proves to be a critical mistake given how unimaginatively wrought that struggle for survival turns out to be, and one that this movie doesn't recover from. Rather than explore richer subject matter, the film keeps returning to the characters trying to solve the conundrum of their oxygen shortage. The story is what lets the movie down. The script, which pays a lot more attention to the literal nuts and bolts of trying to salvage the 2-year mission than to the psychological and emotional effects on the crew. So much of this movie is dedicated to attention to detail without actually drawing the viewer into the importance of the mission and the urgency of any given moment. It's adding a sense of realism, but the execution is not accomplished enough and lacking in suspense. Any kind of character exploration or interplay is jettisoned in favor of setting up predictable roadblocks for the crew to overcome and watch them determine who will be the one to make a heroic sacrifice. The movie's emphasizing of the character's isolation by keeping everything limited to the confines of the ship has the potential to generate tension, but it only amplifies the story's limitations. In the end, the interplay between the characters is delivered with little of the intensity one would expect from this kind of survival scenario. And as a result, the film starts to resemble an engineering problem where all the answers are preordained and uninteresting. Even when the movie does gear up for its big moment of spectacle, it's easy to predict every bit of the sequence. The dynamic also feels squandered by the decidedly mainstream approach to the material. This feels like a melting pot of cliches, stale characters, and a moral dilemma that is too sanitized and safely played to reveal itself as anything bold or profound. The film hits its dramatic and philosophical ceiling long before the tiresome conclusion has drained the scenario of any interest. For some reason, the film also decides to execute the climax twice, as if there already wasn't enough that could be cut down here. Overall, we do not recommend this movie at all.